Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. And this evening, this night, I'm very happy because Arsenal just defeated West Ham at Emirates Stadium 3-1 in a game that saw the historic return of Arsene Wenger back to the Emirates Stadium since they left a few seasons ago. And I'm so happy. Merry Christmas to everyone and Happy New Year in advance. I hope you're enjoying all the season as it's going. So tonight, the game was so lovely. It's an absolute masterclass from Arsenal this evening. Like, I was expecting them to win, but in the fashion and with the style in which they actually executed the win is absolutely commendable. And Mikel Artetas has all the glory. Like, he has all the applause from everyone all around football tonight for what he did against West Ham. Because I was very nervous at the beginning of the game when we couldn't score a goal and we went 1-0 down to penalties. A very horrible foul from William Saliba, which I'm going to discuss as we go on in this video. So today, checking my previous video when I was speaking about NKETIAH after the Gabriel Jesus injury, I was saying NKETIAH is someone that can actually come in and do the job when needed, especially in terms of the kind of opposition we are supposed to face this night, like West Ham. NKETIAH should be getting that job done if he is actually being paid that kind of money that is secured for the contract, and Mikel Arteta should trust him to do the job against a team like an opponent like West Ham. That's a no-brainer. It's not something like Man City or Liverpool or so against West Ham, we're expecting NKETIAH to come up and get the job done. And absolutely, the finish was very fantastic. I watched the game and I was very happy with the finish. But there's one person I really want to commend this night, and that is our club captain, Martin Odegaard. I just don't know what to say. It's just absolutely phenomenal. This night was so good. Like, he was absolutely everywhere, pulling all the strings right from first half. Even when West Ham was defending very deep, Martin Odegaard was actually coming back, taking the ball, attacking, going into their box 18, and trying to create some open up spaces, try to get some minor loopholes to put the ball, which it didn't work in the first time, and luckily and it deservingly got it in the second half. That is an absolute lovely performance from him this night. Like, if I'm gonna rate him this night, I'm giving him nothing less than a 9 point something for what he did in the game this night. And Martin Odegaard deserves to be the captain. With the performances he's putting in for the title charge this season, he is absolutely a good example to all other players around the club. Also, if I'm looking at Ben White, oh Lord, I'm so happy this night. Looking at Ben White has been, I don't know, that guy has been a revolution. Looking at his first season at Arsenal when he was playing the centre back, people were like, Ben White hasn't been good, Ben White hasn't been this. I'm like, are you watching a different game? Like, of course, yeah, when there's a collection of players and they aren't doing so well, it's easy to point out some people and say, okay, they are the one causing it. Meanwhile, they're actually contributing, but because of some other loopholes in positions, you actually don't see the inputs these players are putting in. So for a player like Ben White, he's been absolutely phenomenal. If you're looking at his time back in Leeds, Marcelo Bielsa has been using him in several positions to show you how versatile the kind of player he is. He's been used as a centre back, as a right back, and sometimes he pops in at the defensive midfield for Leeds United, and Marcelo Bielsa wanted him to actually stay there, but luckily enough for Arsenal, we're able to get him for 50 million. In today's 50 million pounds, in today's transfer market, we all know that is a very cheap amount to get a very versatile player like Ben White. And today he actually played with confidence. He played like a top-class player. Honestly, I don't know what Gareth Southgate sees, but I'm so happy he didn't use him, because if he had used Ben White, maybe he would have been injured now and he wouldn't be able to help us now this evening. Because the way he played, looking at that third goal, that's NKETIAH goal. Ben White actually was the person that created that goal. If you see the fake move he did, I've forgotten the defender, He went past him, then he gave the ball to Odegaard. Then Odegaard swiftly passed it on to uh, NKETIAH, who had a very, very good 360 turnaround, and voila, Fabianski is nowhere to be found. So Ben White, NKETIAH, in fact, everyone tonight has been absolutely lovely, phenomenal, everything. They deserve every Christmas gift from everyone. Like, they made all Arsenal fans happy tonight, and to all other football fans waiting for Arsenal to like trip and get off the table. I think you need to sit tight this season, because we're actually going for that fucking trophy. I'm sorry for using that word. We're actually going for the trophy. So you guys should just keep watching us now, keep thinking we would fail, and we're going to shock everyone that by the end of the season we'll be lifting that Premier League trophy and everyone will be happy. So tonight, yeah, quickly, I wasn't expecting Arsene Wenger in the stadium tonight, and it was when I saw him in the beginning, I was like, wow, why did he come to the stadium this evening? But honestly, it's a very, very pleasing surprise, because everyone has been expecting him to come around the stadium since he's left. Like, there's a saying that you really don't know what you don't know the value of what you have until you lose it. When Arsene Wenger was like the ending time of his days at Arsenal, like everyone wanted him out, flags flying, Wenger out, everything out. You wanted a new coach, and we had seen the taste of what Wenger is before Mikel Arteta is trying to like restore what has been the glory days. We've seen the taste of Fred Lundberg, and we've seen the taste of Emery, and we know it wasn't. There are lots of bumps in the road, and we really value what Arsene Wenger has done for over 22 years as Arsenal, and is very welcome. We're happy to see him. We are happy he's back in the stadium. The culture around Emirates is just lovely every time. Like, even before the start of the game, the anthem, Arsenal's anthem was buzzing. Everyone was like, North London forever, whatever the weather, oh Lord. It was making me like, I was so happy, and that's how it's been throughout this season. And Arsenal has been like giving all their all. Even when we went down 1-0 to West Ham, the confidence displayed by the team and the uniformity, the unity displayed by the team, the way they approached the game, the way they kept on with their tactics. Like, when they score Arsenal back in a few seasons, when they score them, you can see they're fidgeting, they're afraid, they're scared, they start to play anyhow. Even when West Ham scored the penalty, Arsenal still kept to their game plan. They kept pushing them, they kept going easily, and together, just small by small, and everything just went on to plan this evening. I think attacking football is the best kind of defensive football you can ever get. Like, just attack. And I'm loving life under Mikel Arteta, to be honest, because I really cannot picture watching Tottenham Hotspur with the kind of football they play. I'm sorry to take a dig at any Tottenham fan or Tottenham Hotspur player, sorry, but I really don't know how they enjoy their football. But Mikel Arteta is making a new football in Arsenal, which is so lovely, and I'm sure Arsene Wenger will be very honored to watch the game tonight. Talking about that, so I saw different news today about transfer market. January transfer is approaching, and Arsenal there's been this buzz around Mikel Mudryk of Shakhtar Donetsk in Ukraine, Ukrainian league, coming down to Arsenal, and the player has made it really known from his interview with Alexander Zinchenko's wife. He has made it known that he actually has an interest in Arsenal, and he wants to watch Arsenal. He wants to play for Arsenal, sorry. Even tonight's game, he was actually watching it. He posted on his Instagram page that when NKETIAH scored. So I saw some news from various media outlets and journalists like Fabrizio Romano saying Arsenal has put forward a fee of £14 million with 20 million add-on to bring Mikel Mudryk down to Arsenal in January transfer window, which I think is a fair bargain if you're looking at the standard of the league. Do you understand? So it's a fair bargain. I wouldn't expect you. And from what he said, the board of his team, They're actually still wanting more, which I think is a robbery, honestly. Yeah, Mikel Mudryk is a good player, as we've all seen. He's a very good player, and he can develop under someone like Mikel Arteta. But for you to be expecting more than 60 million as a total bargain I think it's not too good, considering the fact that Liverpool just got Cody Gakpo for £50 million, which is, I think it's a fair bargain in today's transfer market also. So honestly, I would love Mikel Mudryk to be an Arsenal player. He's expected to be an Arsenal player by come January, which is in a few days' time. So I wouldn't be surprised if he comes, because he's been don't let me use the word twerk. He's been wanting to come to Arsenal. Everyone loves that. And there's one thing Mikel Artetas said when he came in 3 years ago. He said if he wants to get a player and he is having to convince the player so much to come down to Arsenal, that means it's not a good starting point, which means Mikel Mudryk should be a kind of player he wants in his club, because he actually wants Arsenal. Arsenal wants Mudryk, and Mudryk wants Arsenal. So he's expected to fit in. So looking at tonight's game, I'm going to do a quick player ratings, and I'm going to rate all players over 10. So starting from the goalkeeper, Aaron Ramsdale, yeah, he wasn't too bad today, yeah. He had the penalty wasn't actually his fault. If not for the penalty match, I'd have kept the clean sheet, and he had a decent save towards the end of the game. So I'd be giving Aaron Ramsdale a 7. It's not too bad. Moving to the defenders, I'll be giving Gabriel. Gabriel was absolutely solid. He dealt with Antonio to an extent. Antonio is a huge player, but Gabriel actually dealt very well with Antonio. Like, he was physical with him. He was like, that's how the kind of games I need Gabriel to like come out and just prove himself, and he did that tonight. So I'm gonna give him a 7 also. Going down to William Saliba partnership at the back. I know, yeah, everyone comes for Gabriel every time. But tonight, I would say William Saliba had some shaky moments. If you look at the build-up to the penalty, Antonio was actually going for the ball, and I would have loved William Saliba to charge for the ball immediately as Antonio was going. He charges for the ball and he gets the ball. If he gets the foul there, that's better than going down into the box and getting that foul. So because of that, I think because of some moments he had in the World Cup too, he hasn't, if you look at the starting of the game till like some minutes towards the end of the first half, it was still a bit shaky, you understand, and it's fair enough, it's expected. So I would be giving William Saliba a 5. I think that's fair enough. Moving to left back, Kieran Tierney. Kieran Tierney wasn't too bad today. He was replaced. I would give him a 6. And going down to Ben White. Ben White was absolutely class today. Like, Ben White has been a good right back since the start of this season, and he's continued. He was the last month's player of the month, and he's continuing his run this month also. Hopefully, he can get the player of the month this December also. So I'm giving him a 7. I'm giving Ben White a 7. How would I say 7? Yeah, fair enough. I give him a 7. Going down to the midfield, Granit Xhaka did his job today, fair enough. He did an absolutely good job. So I give him a 7 also. Thomas Partey was there. He provided enough cover for Granit Xhaka to move and Martin Odegaard to roam all about. So I'll give him also a 7. Going out to our captain, which is our attacking midfielder, oh Lord, I'm giving him a 9. There's nothing no one can tell me. I should be giving him a 10, but don't let me do too much. So I'm going to give him a 9. He was absolute class today. He was lovely. He was so lovely today. So I'm giving him that. Moving down to the front three, they all share the goals. So Bukayo Saka coming down from World Cup, he hasn't trained so much and he just fits in. Same thing with Gabriel Martinelli. I'll give 3 of them a 7 each. No, I'll give them an 8 because they all got a goal. So I'll give them 8 each. Gabriel Martinelli 8. Eddie NKETIAH 8 and Bukayo Saka 8. And going down to our manager, I'm also giving him a 9 because kudos to him. He's done a very fantastic job since he's coming to Arsenal 3 years ago. And Arsenal of 3 years back, the Arsenal you inherited and the Arsenal we saw tonight are 2 different sides of a coin, which can never be the same. Fair enough, it can never be the same, and everyone can attest to that. you can see that Mikel Arteta is taking Arsenal upwards, upwards, and upwards, and upwards. It keeps going. So yeah, I'm giving him a 9 tonight, and I'm also rating Arsene Wenger. I'm giving him a 10 tonight. There's nothing. He hasn't touched any ball, but for what he has done at Arsenal for the whole 22 years, which he was at Arsenal, and where he has brought Arsenal from where it was to what it is today, I'm giving him an absolute 10. So let me know, what do you think about our player performance this evening, and what do you think about the NKETIAH's game tonight? Came in, did the job when even Gabriel Jesus wasn't even around. And he did a very, very great job, to be honest. From my own point of view, he did a very absolute job. All Gunners in the house, I'm sure you're happy tonight, and we got the win. Yay, let's go. Next game, we get another win. If you like what you're seeing, please like this video, please drop some comments, and please subscribe to my channel, as you'll be seeing lots of this time to come. Thank you. Have a lovely Christmas and a very, very good New Year. Bye. Love you.